What's good, fam? Oh my goodness, we back and we finna figure this thing out today, man. Because earlier, let me just catch up to today. We had amazing one-on-ones today. And during those one-on-ones, because you know your boy is in the hotel, as you can tell by the amazing background, found out that the internet connection here is really not stable. So we finna try this. We on the phone, but we got the computer up so I can see the comments. Because man, I swear they be going so fast. I don't want to miss nobody. So if you see me doing this, the little double that's what's going on tonight. Because man, I wasn't finna let today go by and not come holler at y'all fair. Because we been out here getting it, and y'all been watching us get it, and we finna go have a talk about some things, you know, that we came across along the way. So let me go back and forth, do my little go back and forth thing that I got going on tonight. Look concoction. I'm the producer. I'm the engineer. I'm the talking person. I'm your commentator for tonight. But nah, fam, I ain't gonna hold you up because I see fam coming off in this thing, man. And I gotta say what's up. But man, I gotta tell you, we had a crazy week. Now, let's rewind back. Let's rewind back, go over the week. Now, we took a load, left out we picked up Tuesday and ran that thing on to up to North Carolina. North Carolina is where we ran that thing up to. And man, y'all know we left North Carolina, and y'all know we was almost in the circle. I told y'all about the circle. Day one fams, y'all get it. Your new fam, you're gonna have to go watch and learn about the circle after this. And so I was like, gotta get back in the circle. But I found the load because you know your boy, I don't wait. I look for loads. So once I got a load, once I see it like a little window of trying to, because we had a small load, we could have put something else with it. But once I see we can try and figure something else to add on with it, I start looking. But after a certain time, I start calling dispatchers and the brokers and all that for the fault the next day. So even though I was trying to get back in the circle, we found a load that went down to Florida. And that load was cool, but it was something. I'm telling you, God be having your boy back. I couldn't find a load because based off what the broker told me, I was like, I got to get something else to go with this in that direction so I can keep moving. Well, I'm glad that didn't work out because y'all remember that load from Hickory, North Carolina down to Fort Walton Beach, Florida. It was those little bitty conduit, not conduit, like the little pipes that you put in the ground to stop the electricity and all that stuff, some construction stuff. But I couldn't have moved that if I would have found something because y'all saw we had how we loaded that thing up in there, man. It was crazy, but I wouldn't have been able to move it around and shift it around if I found something else. And I was like, man, that broker lied, which we know. They don't tell all the information, which kind of drives us to what we talk about tonight. So after I dropped that off, and y'all know me, I tell y'all, I was in Fort Walton Beach, Florida, and I don't sit nowhere if it don't make sense. I had about 300 something miles to go to get up to Atlanta, or I could have drove, along that I-10, go across Mobile and all the way into Louisiana and all that stuff. Because loads come out of there too. They come, but not enough volume. So y'all know your boy. I wasn't taking a chance, and I'm telling y'all and explaining y'all how I move and what I'm thinking when I do it, so that it might help you if that makes sense. If I would have went to Atlanta and I didn't find nothing, I would have to been looking for a load on Friday. Even if I would have found something, say I found something in Atlanta on Thursday, because from Fort Walton Beach up to Atlanta, it's about a 5-hour drive. Say I would have dropped off, ran on up to Atlanta, 5-hour drive. It would have put me there getting there early afternoon. If I find something, I don't know where it would have been going, even if it would have been in the circle, I could have gotten in the middle of the circle on a Friday and then not been able to find it. I don't think like that, but I have to think logical because you always ain't gonna get what you want. If we did, we all be millionaires. So I was like, if I get to Atlanta and I get blessed to find something and get somewhere else, who's to say I'm gonna find something from somewhere else? Or if I don't find nothing in Atlanta on Thursday, I would have had to wait till Friday. I would have looked, found something else, and I probably would have dropped Friday pickup in Atlanta, drop off Monday, but I wouldn't be able to, what's the word I'm looking for? Because I kind of control where I go, but when you like that and you go get back against the wall, there ain't no telling where it would have put you for Monday, and it got to make sense to me because I don't see sitting nowhere over the weekend holding no freight, and it's like $300-$400. Gotta make sense. So your boy, Back to the house, baby. But while I was looking, I found a couple of loads. I told y'all in this other. No, I didn't tell y'all because y'all ain't seen the video yet because it's still in process because I haven't dropped off the Monday, Friday pickup, drop off Monday load. So y'all ain't seen that yet. That's in the video. But I'll give you a little sneak peek. So it was loads coming out of Louisiana, but I didn't want them because they was putting me in the middle of nowhere, and then I would have killed my whole Friday, and I would have to figure something out because I would have been in nowhere, not able to get nothing for Friday, drop off Monday. So I went to the house. And on the way, I found that load, drop off Friday, pick up Friday, drop off Monday. But the work don't stop there, baby. Y'all know I kind of mentioned it in the reel for the load that I'm on now because I'm sitting in Illinois right now. That's why we got this shaky internet. That's why I'm trying to do the phone and the laptop. And so we picked up Friday, but on Thursday, because I'm telling you, we talked about this. On Thursday, we picked up the Friday, dropped off Monday, and then we went ahead and kept on working. You don't just stop there because brokers, carriers, dispatchers, you don't know what you're going to get. We went ahead and grabbed the Monday pickup, drop off Tuesday. So, yeah, we might be in Illinois. But after we drop off tomorrow morning, we're going to be skedaddling to go pick up the next load, to go to the next load. Don't worry, you'll find all that out later. But let me stop talking for a minute because I'm still on my peripheral because I told you I got this laptop working with all these comments coming in. I told you we finna get it going, baby. Ooh, y'all is in here talking. Did y'all was waiting on your boy or something? Because, man, y'all in here talking up a storm. We ain't even got on topic yet. And y'all already in there having, that's why I love y'all. Y'all over here already going at it. Now, this is the crazy part. Now, I'm just going to have to tell the names because I probably can, but I'm going to mess something up and I don't want to mess up the camera because I'm on the phone and the laptop. So I'm just going to have to tell y'all who I'm talking to. And we just ain't going to have no comments pop up this week because I can't figure out how to do both from technical difficulties. Your engineer ain't that. We making it do what it do, baby. All right, what's going on, fam? We got Terry in here. What it do, fam? I see you, Boulder. What's up, fam? Let's see whoever we got there. I see Antonio. What's going on, fam? What's going? They got something new on here. They giving y'all. I wish I could put this up. Y'all getting crowns and stuff. So they got crowns now that they put next to y'all name, I guess, to show the fam that's always in here talking. I see it and I love it. Ooh, we got the Quicks in here. Hey, Quick's crazy. Talking about ready for class, coach. Cool shirt, man. Y'all don't even know the half. I told y'all we got a whole what you want to call it, shirt line. I told y'all we get money anyway, but the only reason I ain't put it out there to y'all, I know y'all are supporting. I'm not even questioning that. But my wife, she be beating me up because she be like, just give it to him. I don't know. I'll think about it, man, because I'm over here. I don't want to come off as one of them, what you call it, them content creators that looking to get money. Because I promise you, the shirt clothing line thing over there, it's killing this thing on its own for all the people that got it and got rocking with it. But yeah, man, we got stuff, and it's crazy because a lot of the stuff, I'm gonna have to pray on it because it's crazy as it sounds. A lot of the stuff, because of how my mind works, it actually lines up with what we're doing. But I'll let y'all know about that one day. I ain't decided yet. Boulder's talking about, I want to let you know I officially 10x our call a few times. Yeah. I told y'all, man, the one-on-ones after we have them, man, my whole goal, and this is for the new fam that don't know what I'm talking about. The reason the calls are set to $25, because one, they have it so I can decipher who's actually trying to do one-on-one and all that stuff. But my whole goal for setting for that, because at the low end, you should do 250 on the low end, unless you go on one of them short, quick ones that might, get one of them 50-mile loads that might pay 150. That's still $3 a mile. Don't get it twisted. 150 for $150 for 50 miles is still good for me in my mind. So when you talk to me, my whole goal is I want you to 10x your money. So that's what fam talking about. Boulder, you got to tell me. What kind of loads you got? You're not 10x the money a few times. The man talking about, thanks for the wisdom. I really appreciate, man, fam. That's all it's here for. We all trying to eat together. Just true. What's going on? Hey, it was great talking to you today, fam. Yeah, that was one of the one-on-ones today. Brother O'Neill in the building. Got Andrew in the building. Andrew crazy talking about gatekeepers. Oh man. I see y'all. Nah, fam, talking to just true. She talking about I can't thank you enough for the one-on-one today. Hey, it's all up, fam. That's what we do it for. But yeah, we gotta talk about it. Because remember, I told you on that load, it happened twice when you're trying to, y'all know my look. I have the van, and y'all see, I get them little cute packages, and you know your boy gonna strap them down for safety. It seems like when I get them little packages, the van be wide open. And I'm like, I'm finna go see if I can find something else. I can never find nothing. And then when I got the van packed full, then I can see all the loads I can get and can't even grab them. But hey, I'm not mad. I don't talk about my blessings. I'm happy. I'm not complaining. No complaints either. It's just crazy how that works. But a couple things happened this week that made me say we got to talk about this. Even after some of our one-on-ones today, I was like, yeah, we definitely got to talk about this. I promise you. Our topics, when we do the live, they be actually driven for either something I went through or seen or noticed I forgot to tell y'all in the video, or something that we've talked about in comments, or fam hit me up and shot me some information that they found on email, or we do the one-on-one. So that's what got us to talk about. I don't think a lot of us, because I'm still learning too. I'm always learning, but getting a clear understanding of brokers, for one, brokers, dispatchers, and carriers. Like we know the difference. We know the brokers are the one we're trying to get the load for. We know dispatchers are people we pay a percentage to find us loads, and we know carriers are certain individuals that we remember exclusive and non-exclusive that you can work for them, and they will find loads on your behalf and all that stuff. So let's start from the bottom. Let's work our way up. Let's go with brokers. Not that brokers are the bottom, though. I know, fam. Don't want y'all to get my words twisted up. Brokers aren't the bottom. I'm just saying I'm gonna work my way up to to dispatchers aren't the bottom, but I want to work dispatchers, carriers, brokers. So let's start with dispatchers. We saw the wave, especially after pandemic. We saw the wave of all the people like just get money, getting broke, getting all these drivers, and they're like, I could teach you how to have so many drivers, and they make it seem like they have drivers, like it's a company they built and they hired like 15, 20, 30, however many drivers. And it's like, no, you just finding loads for them, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. I actually appreciate brokers because it's hard to find work while you're moving. But you got to remember, it's two ends of the spectrum. You have the brokers that are going to do everything they're going to do to get you those loads. Then you're going to have brokers that might put themselves in bad situations because they might have too many drivers or not enough workers. And it can go either way because some brokers might be a 1, 2, 3-man team or woman team, not trying to discriminate. Or it might be an actual company. Like I know my pops, he runs under a company with 18-wheeler that is kind of like a broker. They find loads, but they got dedicated loads and they got him on it. But some brokers have those same things. Some brokers will say they got relationships and they really don't. Some brokers actually do have relationships and can keep you moving. But you got to keep in mind, because you're one person, and this is going to be that hard truth to swallow. We're not special. Just because you got that broker, that don't make you special. Like that broker still got other drivers to worry about. So when you're going somewhere, and this is why I tell you all the time, get dispatchers, carriers, keep working on the load board as your MC matures, because you can start learning the game as you're going. This is applying for everything. Because when y'all wondering how I'm moving, and this applies to y'all. So even if you might work for a broker or even though you might have a dispatcher or a carrier company, boy, I keep mixing the broker and dispatcher and carrier company, keep one thing in mind. While you moving, most of the time, they not looking out for you while you're driving. Normally, when you get unloaded, that's when don't get me wrong, get some that keep looking for you. But normally they don't even start looking for your next load until you get unloaded. So you have to understand that when you talk about dispatchers and carriers in particular. So that's why I push like have dispatchers and carriers, but also find you some load. I use the DAT load board. That don't mean you have to use it. You can use anyone you want. But the reason I say that is so while you driving, I don't want y'all trying to search while you drive. That's not what your boy do. I told you what I do. The phone be mounted, but on the mount. And mine, if the DAT load book tells you to refresh, and I can talk to the phone, I'll be like, refresh, and it refreshes itself. I already have it filtered all the way down, eliminate all the stuff. Most of the time, I'm at gas stations while I'm pumping and getting rid of most stuff that might have clogged my way. But when it refreshes, I see the top loads and can't take it. I keep rolling. There's something I can take. Tap the button. It says email or call. I can talk to the phone. They smartphones. You got to program the phone. That's We listen to it, let it listen to us. And so I tell it to call and all that stuff, and that's how I talk. We having the headset up. So don't do it if you ain't got it set up. If you need to, we'll talk about it another way. I might sit down in the van, record it so y'all can see what I'm talking about when I got it set up when I'm talking to the phone. But anyway, and if you got a Dodge Ram, the ProMaster, believe it or not, you can talk to the van. That's when I say the phone, I'm actually talking to the van. The van, it listens to me and it does what it. I'll tell y'all about that later. We're not gonna get sidetracked because you know your boy squirrel. Like in a but anyway, but we're gonna take a minute because I gotta keep up with y'all in these comments. Chris, what up, my guy? We gotta get on one. Oh, yep. Hey, create me up, Chris. Anytime. I'm ready, fam. I think the link in the description, but if it's not, let me know. Hey, Pringles. I like your name. Hey, Pringles came of it. They asked how many carrier companies is too many. I don't think it's an actual number. If you ask me personally, I don't think it's an actual number. How many you can sign up non-exclusive that you could look at it this way. If I got 3 carrier companies and they're looking for loads, I don't know what relationships they got. I don't know what side of the country in, because being in a certain region makes a lot of sense, makes a lot of difference. Because the same with brokers. This goes for brokers, carriers, and brokers. I mean, brokers, carriers, and dispatchers. Different regions have different relationships. Like when I kept getting them loads going out in Nogales, all that went from Olive Branch, Mississippi into Nogales, and I did 2 loads coming out of Nogales, going through like LA and all that stuff. And one came out of Nogales going to Florida. Like that was actually the same person. He had a connection in that region that he was able to keep getting those loads. But then I've also had one that worked for TQL that was a broker. So the first one was a broker, but they had a smaller broker form. It was like a family thing. Then I had one for TQL that you kept seeing me when I kept going to Pueblo, West Colorado, whether I was going or coming out. That was a TQL broker. We just built a relationship. Matter of fact, that TQL broker is the one that gave me the nickname Highway Pilot. It's more coming to that later on. I got something for y'all, fam, because it's a lot of y'all out there. I see y'all moving. Y'all some highway pilots too, and I got something for y'all. So just give me a second. I got something for y'all. But yeah, so I always say you should have more than one carrier company, one more dispatcher. Make as many relationships with brokers as you can, because some of them operate regions. I got one that's in Texas. What's his name? It starts with a T. I can't think of the name right now. I'm sorry, fam. And his whole motto is taking over Texas. Well, I'm your guy because I want to take it over with you. But yeah, fam, it's different dispatchers, brokers, carrier companies everywhere. And as long as you can find them, keep looking. Never put all your eggs in one basket, because then you can get stuck somewhere. So I always suggest having more than one. Let's see here. We're gonna get back to the story, fam. I ain't forgot about you. We still talking about these dispatchers. What's going on? Jersey in the building. What's going on, Maggers? What's going on, fam? Everybody just talking to each other. Ooh, this is a long one. This is Kip going talking in here. This new fam. I see you, fam. I see you put in that work. I promise y'all be surprised. I can see who's putting in work, whether it be research, where they driving. I can tell when y'all getting y'all authorities together. I'm watching y'all. That's why I tell y'all I might not be able to come in because I'm driving, but I'm watching y'all. I promise, fam. Let's see here. Let's see. I'm trying to keep up with y'all. Kim said, worked with my first broker on DAT last week. The load was posted for $1.48 for 305 miles, so $4.50. I called and the guy was hesitant to work with me because I have a new authority. Long story short, he gave me a chance. When he sent the rate card over, the load actually paid $262 a mile. So got paid $800 for 305 miles. Man, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You got $800 for 305? Let's take a moment of silence, because we're taking a moment of silence because Spam is out there killing it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Boy, you almost made me cry. You see my eyes get watered? You got them for the $800 for 305. Man, that's what's up, fam. That's what I'm talking about. You out there getting it. I like it. I love it. Because you heard what he just said. New authority. Like, you got to call, man. Even though your authority new, I know it's nerves. It's nerves. You thinking, everybody say 12 months. I tell y'all all the time, it's people out here. Now, it's truth to that. Don't get me wrong. There are people that are 12 months. But matter of fact, Drew, I'm finna tell a little piece of our conversation today. So when y'all see me moving, I'll give you an example. And I don't know if it applies to this situation for fam, but when you moving and y'all see me miss to go get it, sometimes just like how if you notice when you drop off loads, you can drop off loads in the middle of feel like nowhere. There are also loads in the middle of nowhere. And when you're out there, that's when you, no matter if, especially when you're dealing with brokers, you might have a new MC, but you might have a load that's not in a hot spot. Like let's say, remember I tell you that little line in the middle of no man's land. If a load pops up out of there and say I got an MC that's 2 months load and I can get to it, a lot of times the broker will take that chance because most people aren't there in that area to go get it. We know the hot spots. We know the triangle in Texas. We know the Atlantas. We know inside the circle, inside the Chicagos, the Detroits. We know all that. Right? The Louisville, the Memphis, the Nashville, the St. Louis. We know those hot spots. But what about those spots that be like 200 miles away? Let's use one. Let's use Topeka. Topeka is like 100 some miles to Kansas. When the load pops up there, and even further, because I've seen loads while I was in Topeka that was still going 100 miles away from Kansas City. When they have loads like that, you might have a new MC, but if you happen to be in that area, or if you like me and you Mr./Miss, go get it. Remember, it has to make sense. I tell you all the time, 2 to 3 times of what it took me to go get it. So if I had to go 200, 300 miles, let's say 300, if I had to go 300 miles, that load needs to be going 650, 700 plus. Because even though it took me a tank of gas to get there, I need to be able to get up out of there and make what it took me to get there and back. But that's why I said we're in the grind phase. This is the building phase. Everybody doesn't have dedicated. And if you're sitting around waiting on that, because I know everybody talks about dedicated. It's so many of us drivers out here that dedicated is not that it's hard to find, not that it's impossible to find, but you can't just sit there and wait till you find it. That's like sitting somewhere. Like remember I told you, fam, before, they had people in Facebook group that sat in Laredo for like a week. Why? Get up and drive up to San Antonio, drive up to Houston. If you got it far enough, drive to Dallas. Like it's places you go. But I still ain't forgot about y'all. I'll be coming back to that. I just had to tap into that. That's what's up. Ooh, J Hard, man. I wish I could put it up the screen, man. J Hard donated. Not donated, gifted. I don't know what word to use. I appreciate you, fam. Hit the ball with the $9.99 talking about you learned so much that he learned so much from me. I love it. We fam. We got to do it together. Had my best week ever coming out of Arizona 2004 days. Wasn't easy, but I did it. Most of my loads will not pay $1 a mile, but my name is Mr. Make It Make Sense. I like that. Mr. Make It Make Sense. Ooh, I'm finna start calling you that, JR. Mr. Make It Make Sense. So I wanna, Jay, I'm finna mess with you a little bit. I just got just true. So Jay is fam, man, and I tell y'all all the time. The reason I show y'all the journey I'm on and how I'm moving is not because there's no gatekeeping over here. When I know something, figure out something, I'll tell you about it, all that stuff. But y'all know me and God. Everybody has a season. And that season could be as long as short as you want it to be. But the problem whenever I hear people say it's not my season, or it's my season, or it's your season, it's work put behind that. And Jay Harv just said he had to put a little work, but he had his best week ever coming out of Arizona. And remember, I don't know everything about the actual hot spots over there. I told you about the circle in the Midwest/East Coast. I told you about the triangle in Texas, but I didn't figure out the complete pattern over there on the West Coast. But Jay Harv, he be in the comments. He talking to your boy. He like, hey, I'm trying to figure it out. I'm trying to see. And I'm like, I give him what I know. We talk about what we know. And he just had his best week ever. And I love that for you. And I love that name, Mr. Make It Make Sense. That's what they say. If it don't make dollars, then it don't make sense. And you just had your best week. So that means you made the dollars and it made sense. I love it. Oh, look at y'all in here talking. The brokers, we talking about kept having this amazing $800 to 262 load. The broker said that I had to prove myself and he would give me a consistent freight. And I'm blessed for sure, for not sure if I should get used to that rate. I don't tell nobody to dim their light for nothing. If the rate for you happens to keep coming out around $2 a mile, but at the same time, don't get down on yourself if it don't. If something changes, this game is ever evolving. So take all your blessings when they come, whether it be 262, $1.52, 352. We've had lows like that, fam. We've had that's like me when I got that low in Louisville, Kentucky. Am I supposed to get used to this rate? It was $300 to go less than 3 miles. That's $100 a mile. I'm not. No, fam. Keep getting that money, but don't run around. This is where I think people, and I'm not saying they lying or telling the truth. I don't know. I feel like you'll do an injustice to others if you run around and promote that as your only thing that you're doing, like if that one load and you just stretch it out. Tell the truth. You know how to do it, fam. We always tell the truth over here. I know you're gonna keep killing it like you do it. Something come up, it come up. When you talk to people, just give them the honest truth. When you tell people the truth, man, it resonates more and it's easier to understand. Boulder come back. All the low. This is Boulder. He's talking about when he been out he not 10x his money off of one phone call. All the lows was through C.H. Robinson. C.H. Robinson is one of those, like I told you about TQL. C.H. Robinson is one of those that works for New Authorities too, fam. I'm trying to remember everything. The first load that he got was 450, and the race ranged between 300 to 375, but he cool with those numbers because it's in his triangle. I love it. Because remember, I told you the triangle I talk about is Texas. But there's other triangles inside of the circle. Stick with me here. I give you one. There's a triangle from, and it's a little bigger. There's a triangle from Memphis, and it's kind of obscure. Memphis to St. Louis up to Chicago, Chicago back down to Memphis. It's a triangle that goes Atlanta to let's say Memphis again, Atlanta to Memphis up to Ohio, Columbus, Ohio, back down to Atlanta. I told you I told y'all. That's why if you remember the video when I cracked I started laughing and I said, "Boy, we about to start teaching algebra in here, geometry, because it's actual not just." I told y'all the circle. We talk about the triangle. There's a rectangle inside of that thing that I haven't even discussed. I'll tell y'all about that later. It's all kinds of stuff off in that. The reason I laughed about algebra because when I said it in the video, I knew about a straight line that I give you one. A straight line that went from Kansas City all the way across to Atlanta, and then I could make a dot and put a dot at the top of at Chicago, and then I could take a dot and put it down at the bottom in Mobile, Alabama. And it made a division sign for me. Don't worry, boy. I told y'all, you know your boy crazy. Just rock with me. Just keep rocking with me, fam. But I love it. I see y'all in there. They showing love with each other. For the new fam, that ain't. I know the line. Everybody talking about showing love, and they congrats and everybody. Y'all out here killing it. Okay, Darren, talking about I'm killing on pickup and delivery time. My recognition is coming. I can feel it. Man, you talking about it's coming. It's already here. Remember, I told y'all, I'm not going to let y'all diminish y'all light around here. You can't do that around me. I'm going to shed light on you. If you don't want to see your light shining on you, I'm going to shine it on you. So give me a second, Darren. I'm going to tell you about it because you say your time is coming. Your time is already here. It's not. You say you killing it on pickup and delivery. We got people in the fam that's still working on the MC, but those people would be like, I'm trying to get that. Okay, fam, that's working on your MC. It's people that's still working to even try to get a van. Okay, people, you think I'm working to get a van. It's people out there that's trying to save up money just to get in the park to get the van. Okay, you think that you saving money. It's people out there that's living paycheck to the paycheck so bad they can't even put money aside to save it to go get a van. It's people out there that's got to work on their credit to get the credit to go get the van. See what I'm saying? There's levels to this. It's somebody that's out there, you think I'm killing it. It's people up above me that's killing it. And I'm like, woo. But the problem with it is, because I tell you all the time, comparison is a thief of joy. And I don't want you to compare yourself to nobody else. Where you're at, that's why I said earlier, when it's your season, when it's your time is not. It might look totally different than somebody else. And we have this thing as humans. We always look up to where we're trying to get. But nobody ever thinks to look down, backwards. Even when you're looking forward, nobody looks behind them to see where you came from. And you don't see that. It's people that are looking at you like, man, I want to be like you one day. I promise you, next time you're at a cookout and somebody talking, just bring up, hey, I'm working to get a cargo van. I'm working to start a transportation business. The people alone going to be like, what? You doing what? You trying to do, they're gonna be so amazed, they're gonna start asking questions, then it's gonna register you like, hold on, what you mean? Where y'all at in life? You're gonna start to realize, and I promise you, we take so that's why I be telling y'all, understand your blessing. You keep coming in live on your boy. I'm gonna shed light on you because I love to hear what y'all got going on. Cause to me, it's so amazing. Cause think about this. Think about where we're at right now. 2 years ago, with none of us here. Now, don't get me wrong, it was someone in the transportation game that was out there getting it, whether it been gig apps, carrier companies, dispatchers, whatever it may be, they was out there getting it. But 2 years ago, I know me and you wasn't talking. We wasn't rocking with each other. 2 years ago, I was sitting at the house chilling. I was retired. I wasn't doing nothing. I was watching TV, staying up all night, having a good time, enjoying my life, walking around and tinkering in the backyard. And in just 2 years, because something flickered in my head, God said, gave me a new plan because I don't move without him telling me to move. He said, go move. And I said, okay, that's what you want to do? All right. And when he tell me to move, I get to moving. So here we are, 2 years later, over 4,000 family members in the YouTube. I had no idea about why talk starting because I was watching YouTube. Over 2 years later, driving a van, out here running all over the United States. Over 2 years later, me and my wife, because we were retired military, we was going all around traveling. We wasn't worried about not buying nothing. Started bought land and houses and all kinds of stuff. So you tell me, you killing it on pickup and delivery. Yeah, I'm still talking to you, fam. What you mean your time coming? It sounds like it's already here. Only thing is, you looking in the future, but you got to look where you came from. I'm not gonna let you make it with that because you're killing it right now with everybody else, and I'm loving it because y'all in here talking about it. Rich is in here. What's going on, fam? Ooh, we got who in here? Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones. What's up? Right now, Mike, I don't do dispatching for people yet. And I'll give you, since we talked about it, let's get it right. I told y'all this, and it's coming. I prayed about it. I see where the vision is going. We talked about it. It's coming. But starting, this family business. I'm finna set up the whole family. But don't worry, y'all fam too. I just got to figure out the time frame of how we gonna do this. The reason it ain't focused right now, because we're building the foundation and now we're building the framework on this house. I have to get it out there. There's two reasons for this. One, get it out there for the understanding purposes, and I know all y'all understand and all that. And two, me and my family have to set it up so that when we say, hey fam, y'all want to come over here and rock with us? Y'all want to rock with us? When we say that, we want to, because I don't believe in half stepping. The way I look at life is I give y'all a snippet because I know y'all ain't been paying attention. Even though I told y'all last year my whole goal was to figure out how to have a work-life balance. Because I really believe you're not supposed to work that hard. And I told you I was gonna figure out how to do weeks a month, being off a week or two a month, 2-3 months a year. Y'all ain't even been paying attention, have y'all? When I tell y'all all the time we've been off, y'all might be like, I disappeared. We've been averaging a week plus a month off. I'm figuring it out so that when I say, hey fam, we got opportunities over here, I want y'all to be able to eat and still take time off with your family and still enjoy money. It's still in my head. I ain't forgot about you, but give me a second. I'm gonna tell you what it is. I kind of have it worked out, but we got to perk everything out. Rich, you just hit them for the $1.60 a mile for 535 miles. Y'all is out here eating. And look at y'all. I'm over here trying to get $1 a mile. Y'all out there getting $1.60. Y'all getting $2.62. Y'all is getting $1.20. Man, y'all need to start. Y'all need to come sit in the live. I need to listen to y'all talk to me because I'm trying to be like y'all when I grow up. I love it. Also remember that a hot shot exchange, according to the industry, today's best rate area may change after a few months. Keep track of the areas you run it. I like that. I agree with that. You gotta keep track of where you run it at. Jay Hard, Rich is asking what's the best way to see. I see y'all talking. I'm playing catch up. Some of the brokers who post the loads are so unprofessional, only here for their money, and it gets frustrating. With your instructions, I expect everything. Everything is not for me. Okay, so let's get back to that because that's where we was at. We was talking about the dispatchers and the carrier come now. Dispatchers, we ain't beating up dispatchers because dispatchers trying to help, trying to do it. We understand it. Now the carrier companies and the brokers. This is where I'm starting to see. I've seen it a few times, but I needed to see it enough to make, because me, research. It has to come in threes. It has to make sense. So you can look on load boards, for example. I'll give you one tidbit. Like you can see on load board when you're looking at loads and the brokers are popping up, they'll put in the comments sometimes. I've seen it. No Fox carriers, no Landstar. They'll put carrier companies in there that Don't even call me. So look at it this way. Say you got multiple, when you saying you got your, don't have enough carrier companies. Say you work for Fox Carriers. Say you work for another carrier. Maybe say you got 3 carriers. But if the brokers don't rock with those carriers, and there's reasons why, it could be they got drivers from them that, because remember, dispatchers and carriers, they taking people on that don't have authorities that are matured. They can't run by themselves. The reason we talked about the foundation and the framework, we were talking about different definitions and what COL means, and what CPM means, what BOL means, what COI means. We're going through all those definitions and knowing how to rate yourself, whether it's no touch freight or touch freight. We're going through all that. There are drivers out there that are new, that didn't go down that rabbit hole and do the research that we all do together. They, for one, they ain't joined our community over here with the Grand family. They ain't joined us, fam. And so they got dispatchers and carriers that are getting these loads from these brokers and giving it to these individuals. Because remember, just because we all are great drivers, are good drivers, trying to do our best at our job. On the other hand, there are those that are trying to get money and just get it as fast as they can. Because what's that thing say? I need to figure out how to get money, but that money by tomorrow. I need to figure out how to get that $2,000 by. It's people out there like that. So they doing whatever it takes to get it. And so they build bad reputations on those carrier companies, on those dispatchers. And I told y'all about the, I forgot the number. It's like 504, 505. I forgot it. It's a board and all that this brokers use, that they can put comments in about different MC numbers, companies, and tell their experience, whether it was good, bad, do not work with. Like, I've seen it all. Like, oh, well, I've heard it all from brokers, and they'll be like, don't work with this company, don't work with this MC. So they'll put that out there, and then all of a sudden that blackballs you, and you like, I ain't even did nothing. I just worked for this company, or I'm running under this broker. And now you see why you're not getting that load, and you're sitting, because that communication or that relationship that carrier company or broker company built with dispatch company built with the brokers is no longer valid. So now you work under them and running under them, and you can't get that work, and you wonder why you're sitting. That's where that comes in at. But at the same end, that doesn't give anybody like the brokers, because brokers are the same way. I told you about loads. They'll be like, then this is what one of the tricks they'll do. So they'll be like, how long is your sprint? And they'll put it on the load board, like 13 feet or 12 feet or 10 feet. That's that 9 and 10 feet of that vicarious number, mainly 10 feet. Because if you got a 12, 13 foot cargo van / sprinter, if I put 10 feet, that automatically tells you I can't go get no pallet, stop looking, because it wouldn't fit, because I'm finna take up 10 feet. And then you get there and it's a little bitty box. That's their way of doing that, to say full load, so that they don't have to pay you dedicated rate. Pay attention to those. You got to understand those. That's why I say, make sure you don't go below your number. Know your numbers, because they do that. There are brokers out there that are just grimy, and it'd be like, oh, it's a full load. It's this and that. That's all it is to it. It get there whenever it get there. But at the same time, they know it's going. They do that. Now it's dedicated, and you're either scrambling to find something to add with it, or you don't find nothing, and you have to just take that load. Because think about it, we're in a cargo van / sprint. We don't have the luxury of big trucks or box trucks and big rigs and all that are taking 2, 3, 4 days to get somewhere. We got to get to where we're going, get this up out of here so we can go move on to the next load. And the brokers know that. And they get over by trying to make the load look bigger than what it is. So yeah, understand your numbers. Don't go for below your number. If, you know what I'm saying? Like, say it's, we talked about it. If it's going 500 miles, that's why I told you 90 something in the 90s, that's about as low as it goes, unless I'm trying to get myself out the pickle because I'm in a bad region or something like that. And that's why we talk about the different markets. So because brokers, it could be the same broker company, it could be the same dispatcher talking to this broker. It could be somebody that got a connection with this carrier company with a broker. Brokers look at regions. And they know they can get away with it. So whenever, that's why we talk about the circle. That's why I explain the different triangles. So when you're in those regions, you know you're going to eat. You can get what you need to keep moving. Now, I remember I haven't done the Midwest. I haven't done the West Coast yet to know it enough. But when you're inside the circle, the Midwest and the East Coast, that's why I'm like, no, stay there if you can. You're already there. Keep it in there. And if you get outside of there, get back in there. Because in that area, the brokers might still try to get over you, on you, but you still have more wiggle room than if you down in, like, I don't know, bottom of Los Angeles going long distance, or bottom of Florida, where they still stuck on the 50 something cents a mile. That right there is what's going to make the difference between, because I want you to understand the brokers, the carriers, and the dispatchers that you're dealing with, because it's only so much they can do. That's why, and I learned for talking to y'all, that's what was in the beginning, back in the past, was throwing y'all off, like, how you moving like that? And it was because I was looking for myself. I'm not hating on myself. I'm not trying to peel extra money off of myself, because when it comes to brokers and dispatchers and carriers, well, I don't know why I keep mixing them up. Dispatchers and carriers, you kind of at the hands of them with the rate. If they tell you they want 5%, they want 5%. But if you're rocking with them and they up at the 10%, 10%, 15%, I've seen some as high as 18 and 22%. You got to keep moving, because now you're already in there. That's why I told you, don't run where you can let your authority mature. So don't get stuck with a carrier company, especially that don't want to let you have one under your own insurance, because then you can't do what you want to do. Well, y'all is in here chit chatting. What's up, Lisa? Hey, Lisa talking about hola, fam. Glad we could be here tonight. We glad you made it, fam. Okay, I see y'all in there. Oh boy, y'all is talking. I'm trying to get back up. Give me a second. Appreciate you, Mike Jones. Mike say, I'm sorry, Mike. I'm gonna call your whole name out every time. I'm from the 8th, baby. Ooh, I could he say he been watching and appreciate all the details. Need a one-on-one. Yep, the link for the one-on-ones in every video is always gonna be in the description, fam. Always in the description. Anthony said, I'm in Riverside, California, getting my van this July. I'll be doing regional and OTR, using load boards and dispatch start. Anyone know the rates in the SoCal area? My break-even amount is 7 cents a mile. Y'all help Anthony out. Anthony, I can't tell you, get your break-even is 70 cents a mile. Make sure your cost is down. Running out there in Cali area. Make sure, and this is just from my experience while I was out there, as best you can, especially once you get active. As best you can, you want to, because I don't know all the rest of your CPM and COL. I'm just giving you the numbers. This is based off of my information, based off of what I was running my CPM and my CPM under. So for wherever I was at was $3 a mile I went high end on gas. $3 a mile is about the average, but out there gas is a little bit higher. So if you had the exact, but you can go back and look in the community. I put it up there because those are my numbers that I use, but I round it up so it can be on the higher end. So based off the numbers I use, for you to run out there in Cali, based off those numbers, you need to be trying to get those lows around $1.20 to $1.25 a mile. When you say 70 cents, that means if you're going long distance. I wouldn't go that low, because you can eat. I don't want you to put that in your mindset. But unless you're talking about after you subtract the percentage from the brokers and the carriers, because we just talked about it, how they 18, 20 something percent. So for example, if it's 1,000, let's say 1,000 miles, $1,000. Let's see, 1,000 miles, $1,000. If you got it for $1 a mile, that means your take home after everything will be 700, because that $300 that's left over will be, if you got a broker or a carrier, then your factoring company, all the other expenses that you come in there with, you should be left with 700, if that makes sense. If it didn't, let me know and I'll explain that a little bit better. Andrew talking about everyone calls out the no good Fox carrier. I'm just telling you what the brokers put on the load board. Ooh, fam, appreciate the don't. I don't even know what to call it. What should we call it, fam? Should it be a donation? Should it be showing love? I don't know what to call it, because I'm not gonna lie, you'll be surprised. Most of the money we got that come through YouTube end up going back out blessing somebody else anyway. I'm all about showing love, man. So most of the time, even that's why I said I don't know if it's a blessing. I appreciate you. The people that are gonna get blessed on the other end, I'm gonna just say thank you on behalf of them, because your boy always helping. I just believe in helping nobody. That's probably why I'd never be a billionaire, because I'd be not gave it all away. Jr. said Fox carriers started to show me much favor because I show up and show out, and they have taken notice. Hey, fam, keep eating. That's what I'm saying. This ain't a one size. This every load that I'm talking about on the load board doesn't say no Fox carriers. I've only seen it a few times, but I've seen other carriers companies too. That's just the one that popped in my head while we was talking. Like I've seen other ones. I know I've seen no Fox carriers. I've seen no Landstar. Of course, we all see no double brokering. I've seen no dispatchers. Um, that's off the top of my head. Like I've seen a bunch. That just popped in my head. So no, I'm not saying you can't eat with Fox carriers because Jay Hard, you eating with them, and I'm proud of you, my boy. Uh, Rico, hello. How can I get? Hold on. How can I get? This is from Rico, fam. How can I get loads from a new company because I have my DOT and my MC number, my TWIC card, my hip and bloodborne panther certification, and my Alabama authority, etc. Are you on any load boards? Or are you working with a company? Like, gotta give us some more. Like, where are you at in the process? Uh, I'm trying to keep it, y'all. Okay, y'all answering Rico. So I'm gonna leave y'all out. Fam, I wish I could have put this up on the screen, but we haven't. Not technical difficulties because we're rocking on the phone, but the laptop where and yeah, you get it. Okay, I like this. Ooh, look, fam in here networking. They scheduling meetups. And that we got that coming too. My wife has been on me. We got some meetups, so look for some information in the future because your boy is setting up to meet. We gonna meet. The first one obviously is gonna be somewhere around Houston. We kind of got to narrow it down. I'm just gonna let the cat out today. It's most likely gonna be because we that Houston conjecture. So we looking at most likely in the Woodlands area because it's nice up there and if fam want to come because we were thinking about fam that might want to drive in and we're gonna probably do it at a hotel in the Woodlands, and y'all can come drive in, come up, whatever. So that way you have a nice place to stay in the Woodlands, and you get the different food. And if you want to go down there in Houston in the traffic, but I'm sorry, I'm from Houston, and I never bring nobody to Houston that ain't from Houston, because you might be driving your van for all we know with a load, and your boy ain't. There's certain parts of Houston, even though that's my city, and I grew up and love it. It's certain places I'm just not gonna put you at, and then be like, spend the night, and you don't know where you at, but I know where you at. So most likely it's gonna be up in the Woodlands, fam. We're working out the details so we can all come break bread together. Don't worry, details coming in the future. I ain't forgot about you, fam. That ain't in Houston, even it. We gonna figure something out with the rest of the fam in the circle. I'm not even gonna lie, it's most likely gonna be in the circle. So all the people on the West Coast, we're gonna figure something out that y'all gonna have to catch y'all, get a load coming in or something, because we gonna be in the circle. I love y'all, but I haven't figured out the logistics out there because I don't go out there enough to see enough to know where to go. Unless y'all know, y'all tell me. But we got more details coming. So in the near future, near future, we gonna have something for y'all because we gonna link up. But I see y'all already in the comments talking about linking up, which is what we here for. Uh, no chill zone. BG, what would you consider a circle around North Carolina region? If what I'm asking makes yeah. So North Carolina region. Let me pull. Hold on. Give me a second because I know it, but I don't want to misquote you on this live. And this. So let's break this down. The circle is the circle. You're gonna need more of a triangle. So the triangle is normally where you can get to where you're going and come back home. Circle, you're gonna have to most likely stay wherever you go to. For example, if you're in Atlanta and you get a load that go all the way to St. Louis, you ain't finna drive right back home. Versus if you get a load and you're in Atlanta and you get a load going up to, I don't know, Nashville, just come on back to the crib. So different. So if you're trying to stay in North Carolina, let's see, did you tell me what part? Okay, y'all can just tell you. I know where. I know the places I've been where I was eating. Now, everybody, all the fam that's in the North Carolina region. If you know, I'm not again. This is not like the Bible. So if you're in North Carolina, I don't know. By you not telling me what part of North Carolina, I'll do you like this. So your triangle will go something like this. Say if you started at Atlanta, this is if you're in North Carolina. Atlanta, in the middle of North Carolina, that is. Atlanta up to we're in Virginia. I want to say because you might even make it up to Washington. And then because the water right there and back down to Charleston. Like you made a little triangle, and if you were in the middle of North Carolina. But inside of North Carolina, you get loads out. You seen we got the loads out of Hickory a couple of times, and I've seen it in Greensboro. I'm not seeing Durham. Greensboro is a good one. Charlotte, obviously. Atlanta, obviously. I'm talking about it. This is if you have to go and you're able to come back home and all that. But it's crazy because Knoxville is right there for y'all. But if you're just talking specifically North Carolina, obviously the South Carolinas fall in there. I didn't see a lot of lows out of Myrtle Beach. Obviously, nothing really comes out of there but Raleigh and all that stuff. So yours is a triangle. So if you're in the middle, your triangle is different. So in Houston, we use like triangle in Houston, and like I told you the other one, it's city to city to city to city. In North Carolina, you're in the middle of the triangle, so your triangle is around you, if that makes sense. Like it's not a starting point and then go over somewhere and then up. So if you're trying to go back home in South Carolina to stay like what's the word I'm looking for local, you're in the middle and your triangle is around you. Whereas like I'm in Houston and the triangle goes Dallas, Austin, San Antonio, back to Houston. North Carolina, you're in the middle and your triangle will do this. If that makes sense. If not, let me know. Yeah, what are y'all talking about? Y'all in here talking. I'm in the Memphis, Tennessee area. Just got a van, cargo van. I really appreciate the Jews that you drop on. Man, hey, Memphis 10. I like that. I've not seen your name a few times, but I like your name, man. Memphis 10. That was a good one. What's up, Aaron, man? What's up? That's my boy, B. Tillis. Y'all talking about something. Let's see. Okay, you're in Rocky Mountain, North Carolina. Yeah, you're inside that triangle. So do what I look up. Look, go back to some of the videos and you'll see what I'm talking about. But I'm gonna make a video to elaborate. Now that y'all told me, I'm gonna make a video that elaborates and probably do some more of my art because y'all like my Picassos so much. I'm gonna do some more art and show y'all different triangles that I have come across. And y'all chime in too, fam. Y'all know some triangles and circles and rectangles. You know, we all about geometry over here. We gotta know math, baby, if you count money. Let's see. Okay, they kind of tell you North Carolina to Atlanta to VA. I love fam. Y'all be on it out here. They hit boy, y'all be on it. That's why I love y'all. See what he's not see how they say North Carolina, Atlanta to VA. North Carolina is inside the triangle, so you are in the triangle. So your triangle looks depending on where you're at. Like you just said, Rocky Mountain, like you are inside of the triangle. So your point, like all your points are outside of you. You're not the starting point. You're inside of it. Like the circle. We got the circle, and in certain places that the points of the circle don't touch because you're inside of it. Like Louisville, Kentucky doesn't touch a point because they're in the circle, if that makes sense. Memphis doesn't touch a point. Memphis is like the if you're in Memphis, you're like almost smack dab in the middle of the circle. So you can run all right. Let's see. Y'all keep talking. Yeah, meet up, fam. Meet up. See, I ain't even say nothing. Memphis 10. You see, Andrew Green already say you already in the Great Freight area. You're in the middle of the circle, fam. Like Memphis is like the dot in the middle. So you can go all multiple directions. So okay. Darnell is saying, my man, how many times has someone told you sprinters aren't where it's at and to switch to box truck? Let me hear your response on that. So I've actually been told that a couple times they were box trucks owners. But this is me. This is me. They told me that's where it's at. But it's for somebody like me, it wouldn't work. I can't speak for everybody. It wouldn't work for me for one. The main reason is the clock. I'm one of those people when I'm done, I'm done. When I'm ready to go, I'm ready to go. If I'm running if I'm out of time, and I can't move, that's gonna frustrate me because I'm gonna be ready to go. So that it ain't got nothing to do with the maintenance on them. It ain't got nothing to do with how much money you can make on them. None of that. My biggest thing is, and this is just my personal opinion. Me and my wife are building this for the family that's behind it. So when I don't want to move, I don't want to move, but I don't want to have to be constantly dealing with stuff that's going to take money away from what I'm trying to put money in. Like, for example, like I told you, we got fan that got box trucks, we got fan that drive big rigs. The amount of money that they spend on maintenance, in my opinion, keeps them going. Like, don't get me wrong, they can make it. They can make the 20, 25 bands a month. But if one thing breaks on there, we're not talking about the petty stuff. Like we're talking about some other stuff. Something breaks on there, they're gonna be spending $2,000, $3,000, $4,000. Then the gas they spend, you might make 25 bands, but you might also spend about, I don't know, 5, 6 bands of that in gas. Like I get it. I'm not opposed to it. I know it makes money. I will probably do it myself. But my main, it's like when I told you about the difference between the Ram and the foreign transit for me, it was the driver's seat. It's something that simple. Sitting in the driver's seat made the difference. So when somebody tells me, why would I do this and do that? And again, this is me. I'm one of those people I already don't sleep. It's well documented. And I know y'all saw that post about the Red Bull and the Monster and the Buckies. I already don't sleep. So when then you add a drink something or a coffee or something, spew through the roof. If you're telling somebody like me to sit still because I ran out of clock hours after 10 hours, I'm gonna be sitting there wide awake, can't go to bed. Like my biggest thing was that ELD law. I can't sit still. When I want to move, if right now, after I drop this load off, if I didn't have the Monday pickup, Tuesday load, if I didn't already have no load book, and I said that I'm tired, I might be in Illinois. I want to go home. I'm just gonna go home. But obviously the clock won't let me go straight home. So then I get so far and then I'm be mad because I'm out of drive time. That's my biggest thing for why I didn't do it. Let's see. That's just my opinion. I can't knock nobody else. I know the money, but money coming, money going. The faster you make it, the faster you look. I don't know. It's just how you want to do it. On my okay, and B Tillits is on his way to ATL. All right, y'all. Darren just changed his YouTube profile name and handles too. So did you put it in there? Tell us. I probably haven't got to it. If you did, put it in the chat so I can let everybody know because we coming over there to follow, man. We coming to rock with you. Terry talking about Memphis, send him to Disney World. Okay, Jay Harvey saying in the hit or miss areas, it's good to work with dispatchers and let them help you. I live in Arizona and pay for DAT and truck stop, but dispatchers find most of the good loads for me. PG especially appreciate you, fam. Like, yeah, that's what I was saying. Like, it's always good that the load board, especially if you're starting out, have those dispatchers and carriers because they keep you moving when you're driving because they see stuff you can't see because for us the loads come up and come down fast, and especially if your boy looking at the load, I'm gonna be calling and getting it. If you're looking at the load, I'm looking at you. Gotta get it first because I be pew, 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 email call. Like, hey, you think I just don't stop when I'm driving? Nah, I keep going, and I want y'all to be the same way. I need to find a way because sometimes it be loads popping up that I don't want to take. I need to figure that out. How can I do that real time? Because it'd be loads like I be knowing, like I see a load that might be, let's say Atlanta. I'd be like, oh man, wonder if just true there. I wonder if Jay Russ there. I be yelling out. I be yelling y'all names out when I see loads. I'm looking everywhere because especially if I already got it and I'm going in that direction. I be in my mind yelling out y'all name. Like, oh man, I wonder if they looking at the board right now because it's the load right there they can take it. I don't know. I wish I could find a way. I don't know. We got some things coming, but we'll figure that out. The Quicks is asking, anyone have any experience with warp carriers? Let them know what y'all come up with in the chat. Let's see. Margaret said, because we are working on, I got some information. Let's see. We also think of doing medical equipment delivery within the space. We have 2 nephews in Houston who we can carve our time to do a meet and greet. So yes, I don't know how we're gonna do this. Magnus, you know what? I know how to do this. Magnus, you and your husband, because this one's gonna be on me. Pick a Sunday, I don't know. Set up a one-on-one. Don't worry, I got you. You good. Set up the one-on-one. And because I got some information for you on that non-emergency medical transportation for you and your husband. So set up on one. I'm gonna take care of you. You're gonna get your money. Don't worry about that. Just set it up so we can link up and I'm gonna take care of you. I got some information on that for you. I almost let that slip my mind. It threw me off because I'm trying to talk to this in the computer and the actual information is in my phone, and I would have looked if I was thinking about it if I was on the laptop, but I almost slipped my mind. Glad you mentioned that. Set up a one-on-one. Pick a Sunday. I don't care. Pick a Sunday and we'll talk about it. I got you covered. Don't worry. You'll be good with me. All right. Rich talking about BG. Can you talk about driving in the winter equipment needed? I can't go too deep in the winter because of the simple fact outside of, if you sleep in van heaters and all that stuff. Matter of fact, I think Jay Russ on his channel, when he was doing the winter, he had a good winter setup. I don't know. That's the only one I saw. But as far as me, it's hard for me to give a good, because for one, I don't go where the snow is at. So like I go through flat, like, Missouri and all that. It's flat mainly, it snows, but they come through it because I was stationed in Missouri. They do a good job of cleaning the snow up and all that stuff. Kansas City, they do a good job of cleaning the roads. But other heavy snow areas, your boy don't go. I barely like to drive through the rain. Y'all seen your boy? I'm like the storm. I'm the storm runner, not the storm chaser. Y'all seen your boy? Y'all remember that time we left out of Houston and went all the way to Atlanta, and then left out of Atlanta, went all the way to VA, left out of VA, and we was running from the storm that was coming and ran all the way back to Dallas. We spent the week running away from the storm. Your boy is a storm runner, not a storm chaser. So when it comes to winter, fam, I really wouldn't know about that setup because, for example, my tires are already all season. I've been rocking all season tires ever since I've been stationed in Europe, because Europe, you have to remember the dates to put all season, your tires change. And so I didn't want to keep up with that because you know me, I'm all about a simple life. I just started rocking all season tires, and your boy, I've been doing it like this. Driving the van is nothing new to me. Even we were stationed here, like since the early 2000s. Since I joined the military back in 01, my first base was Charleston. I've been running that I-10 corridor up the 95 corridor, then running because I had friends in the military. We was running all over the place. You telling the young 19, 20, 21-year-old BG that's driving at the time, it was let me paint the picture. It's 2001, and I'm driving I'm sorry, I might have been in Charleston. Big cities drop their vehicles before smaller cities. So I'm from Houston. It was 2001. I'm in a 2022 Ford Explorer. I ain't even old enough to drink yet. I think I was 20 at the time. 2001, I'm in a 2002 Ford Explorer. Back then, 20s was as big as they was where I had my Doves on the thing. They called them Doves back then. Had the bang in the back, had TV screens off. This young BG was running all over the United States. This ain't new to me. And so I say that to say that ever since I was in Europe, I just put all weather tires on everything. So the tires are already good. I don't go where the snow is at if I can avoid it. I don't like being in the rain. I drive in the rain all the time. That's nothing new. I'm from Texas. But I don't know about the cold weather situation. Hopefully somebody in the fam can answer that question, because your boy, I ain't doing it. I don't go with the cold. Me and cold aren't. It ain't even about the driving. I just don't like the cold. I was raised in Houston where we would wear shorts for Christmas. If you put BG in the cold, everything shuts down. I'm going in the house. I hibernate. I'm like Smokey the Bear. I don't come outside. Yep. They said the box trucks and they agree the box trucks and big rigs have too many regulations for what I'm trying to do. Yeah, it don't work for me neither, fam. Okay, Terry. You better do that video. Tell fam where we can come watch that video at. He gonna do a video about the difference between the three, and I'm coming to watch it. But put it in the chat where everybody can come watch it. So I want all the fam to follow you and all that stuff. Let's see. I'm trying to catch back up. Anthony said, appreciate the insight, BG. Once I get the MC going with the van, I'm going to record my loads like you to help with the so. Man, I promise you, Anthony, if you start recording and hit that SoCal area and start explaining, you're going to get a lot of traction. Because I do see people out of that area. Like, for example, it's a cool cat that I rock with out of Los Angeles area. Lil Petty, man. And I love me some that Lil Petty be funny, man. Y'all he on TikTok. Go follow Lil Petty. Lil Petty be over there getting it, man. I love it. I like that though. The road turner. Let us know when you drop the video, Terry. Yep. Let us know, fam. Tell us what to follow so we can be already following you and hit that notification bell for you. You make a video about different service. Yeah. I'm talking to No Chill Zone and telling me it'll be a good service with people if you make a video about the different circles, especially North Carolina. I'm trying to be top 5 dead or alive in the cargo van business. I like that. Y'all with these names. I love it. But yeah, I'll do that, fam. I'm gonna do that. We already got the triangle in Texas. We got the circle for the United States. I'll make y'all a video about the other locations that I've been and looking at the board. I'll let y'all know. Appreciate it, Lisa. Lisa shot us a $5 ball too, man. I appreciate y'all, fam. Y'all showing love. I love it. Andrew saying you need a Discord. So y'all explain to me what's the difference between the Discord and the YouTube? Because I hear the Discord, but when my son tried to explain it to me, because I ain't been over there, he make it seem like it's a membership fee to do a Discord. Because the reason, I don't know. Y'all tell me. I look into it. I haven't looked them, but he made it seem like it was like a cost to do a Discord. I don't know. Will talking about he LOL, same here, bro. I'm definitely a storm runner, and that's coming from a car hauler based in I don't do the car, I don't do it, man. Nah, I had to look out for you, man. You're y'all, we fam over here. You day one fam. I tell hubby that's because you if anybody else day one, I don't know if he's been behind that keyboard because when you're talking to the quicks, I don't know if it's Mr. or Mrs. Quick typing. I can tell the difference when I'm reading the comments. I can tell the quicks, y'all think it's funny. I can know which one of y'all typing based on the comments, but when we're in the lives, I can't tell who I'm talking to. But yeah, tell hubby that it's because you've been rocking since day one. That hit me up. I got you covered. The quicks have said, I wish I could put this up. Winter supplies, the shovel. You know what I just thought about? Can I do that? No, I can't. I can't do that. I was trying to see if because I got YouTube live rolling over here. I was trying to see if I could put the comments up, but hey, don't let it. The quicks are saying for your winter supply, you need shovel, salt, sand, a jump box, hazard flashing lights, clothes, two-way in case you're in a dead zone. Just my recommendation, have all that stuff in your van. They're right. That's winter stuff, and have all that stuff in the van. Like even food, keep those non-perishable. Like I got a cooler in the back that stays stocked. That obviously I keep cases of water in there. But Gatorade, I don't know, it might be the athlete in me because I gotta have electrolytes. So I keep Gatorade in there, but I got granola bars, I got cashews, the little stuff like that doesn't go bad, that can last for a long time. I even got a little candy in there. I got cough drops in there because as you see your boy talk a lot in the throat. So yeah, I got cough drops, all that type of stuff, it stays in there. Then it's the military days from me. I got those, I don't know if you have these, but I got the heater pack things. They normally be in MREs, but they got them now where they go in gloves and all kinds of other stuff. So I keep little stuff like that, but the quicks are right. Everything I just named, and I'm gonna name it again since I can't put it up on the screen. The shovel, salt, sand, jump box, and that's mainly so you salt the ground if you get stuck somewhere because it'd be icing. Jump box, hazard flashing lights, clothes, two-way in case you're in a dead zone. You got that? Make sure y'all get all that stuff, fam. Keep that on hand at all times. Don't run out and think you got to buy it all the time because just buy stuff as you go because I want you to make money, but also save money. But also, don't think every time we talk about something, you just got to go out and spend hundreds of dollars. Get it as we go, but make sure you definitely have it by the time winter comes. Jr said I don't do TikTok, but I need to start. And what do I type? OTR for cargo van. You can type anything, whatever you want to. Whatever you want to, JR, put it in there. But yeah, fam, man, this has been funny going back and forth. I hope you didn't get distracted by me looking this way. I'm about to get up out of here, but I see y'all got another one. No Chill says, BG, let's just say you driving 1,000 miles plus. When do you start to call it a night of driving? It depends on how. It's crazy because I'm gonna say this, and I should have put a disclaimer. Don't do what I do. I know some people can. I want you. We talked about this about knowing who you are. I know it. I understand it. I understand that some people running, the company's running, you trying to get this and get that, but you're talking to somebody that's done 48, 50 hours in war combat zones a week. Like my sleep does not work. Jumping time. When you thinking jumping time zones, driving from Midwest to East Coast to West Coast, that's one thing. Your boy was jumping time zones going from East Coast to West Coast to Asian time up to European time over to the Middle Eastern time. Like I was jumping those time zones, and my body just over the years, especially because remember I told you came in 01. We know what happened in 01. Those first 6 to 8 years of that career. Let's just say I got deployments that ain't in even my paperwork. So yeah, jumping time zones like that messed up my sleep. So I don't sleep. Like I literally sit here and be woke watching TV. I do stuff when I can. And the only thing I can do, because I have to turn myself off, is I just put all devices down. Sometimes it might be the TV. Sometimes I'm just sitting there writing. I do other stuff. But as far as driving, I call it quits depending on the situation because I don't put myself in dangerous situations. I know when I'm getting tired. So if I feel tired, I'll stop. I'm taking naps in the van. And at the same time, when I say I don't sleep, my sleep consists of I can lay down. I don't matter what time it is. I don't sleep more than 4 or 5 hours at a time. It's impossible. Don't ask me why. I don't know. I don't even guess it. That's how God made me. So I don't sleep long. So I go. I know when I'm getting tired. If I'm fresh off of waking up from 5, 6 hours of sleep, your boy ain't going to bed for about 18 to 20 hours off rip. So if I already got the load, 1,000 miles is about 15 hours. And I'm a slow roller because obviously nothing gonna be open if I leave in the middle, unless I leave in the middle of the night. They're not gonna be open when I get there. So yeah, I slow roll it. I take breaks. Like I sit at a gas station after gassing up at the Love's or something, sitting chill. But it all depends on how I'm feeling, where I'm going. That's another reason why I said about the box truck with the ELD, because if I stop, I'm not gonna be asleep. So y'all get it what I'm saying, because some of y'all are like that too. Jay Hard said I drove 1,100 miles with a load back to my house on 4 cups of coffee, and boy, I was exhausted after 15 hours, but couldn't fall asleep that fast. You'd think after driving that many, you'd be not fell asleep, but no, I'm not the only one out there. It just depends on how I feel. I sleep when I sleep, but I know fam that just some fam only do 8 hours. Nothing wrong with that. It ain't that you have to keep up. It's just that's how I'm able to move like I move, because even when I stop in the hotel, like I get there. Now, don't get me wrong. All right, don't get me wrong. After I drive a long period of time, when I get to the hotel, I will go to sleep, but it's still only gonna be like 5, 6 hours. And I'm gonna be back. Terry just said it himself. I stop when I'm tired, nap no longer than 20 minutes, power naps have me big time. So I forgot what it's called. It's some like nap thing. I read about it a long time ago, like 7, 8 hour nap. 7, 8 minute nap and you're fully refreshed. I've heard about the power naps. Everybody's different. You'll know from your body. Don't be one of them that keeps pushing them. I never suggest if you know who you are. If you know you're not a night person, for example, don't drive all night. I know people like me. I hate driving in the daytime. Why you think I'm a night rider? I hate driving during the day. Daytime hours, I don't prefer them. I'll do them because it don't bother me. But people be in the way. That be the main reason I don't like daytime hours. I like nighttime. Nobody's in the way. Ain't no got to worry about different drivers. Nighttime is only me and the big rigs out there. and daytime drivers, I don't know. People just be in the way. I can't do it. I can't do it. Let's see. I'm going fun with. What's up, Findal? I'm going to listen tomorrow on my 8-hour drive to Odessa, almost $2 a mile. I'll be, and then he say, "Damn right, I'll be deadheading back to Houston to get that Tuesday afternoon load." Y'all think I'll be deadheading? Findal probably deadhead as much as me, man. Hey, I like the quick say, I got to keep my foot on the skinny pedal. But fam, I try to tell y'all. It's hard to understand because we've been conditioned. Don't get me going down the road of conditioning, but we listen to the big rigs all these years. We listen to the box trucks when they hit the scene. Deadheading does sound crazy because people will be like, "What about your miles? Your wear and tear?" And I'm gonna tell you right now, it's a video coming later on this week when I get back to the house because we got some new fam. We got a lot of new fam. And what I love about this new fam, I'm going to tell y'all now, what I love about this new fam is they young and they hungry. I already got called OG back when I was in the military. I remember when that happened, I said, look, I guess I hit a new plateau. I'm OG now. But they got young people that's joining the fam, and I love that for them. But they have called me. They told me I'm up now. And they appreciate it. I accept it. I'm going to accept it. I accept all responsibility that comes with being called Unc in this fam. But no, we got some new fam and they young and they hungry and I love that for them. And so I'm gonna make a video about this because I want to get that misconception that people talk about with deadheading and maintenance and blah blah blah. And they got every time I see low people post, cause fam, I watch y'all when y'all post and other people when they post on TikTok, IG, YouTube, and I'm coming. Well, you not factoring in deadheads, you not factoring in the maintenance, you not factoring in. We're gonna knock that misconception out. So it's a video coming on later on in the week when I get back to the house, because obviously it's 4th of July. Your boy is going out. We gonna bing, bing, pop them fireworks when we get to the crib. So no, don't worry about it. But I'm gonna tell y'all about that later. But yeah, we're gonna get back to that. But yeah, stop when you get tired. Wish you can power nap, but yeah, Fendall be deadheading as much as me. Cause I'm telling y'all, we be in the comments talking, y'all just don't pay attention. But yes, $2 a mile, and then go back and get that. That's that work. Terry saying he done 1,300 miles before. It was very dangerous though, because I don't remember the last couple of hours. That's what I'm talking about. Know who you are, fam. Don't they? I'm with you, Terry. Don't get me wrong. I have done that before too. That's how I know I won't do it again. But I did that when I was driving like my regular vehicle. Because I told you back in the day, I used to drive from South Carolina to take Houston, something back and forth. Like your ball would be a turn and burn. I'll drive from South Carolina to Houston just for the weekend and go right back to South Carolina. Of course, I was younger, but I know what you're talking about, Terry. That's how I know that if I'm not feeling it, I don't. That's why remember I told you I'm like the Forrest Gump of this cargo van game. If I'm not feeling it, I'm going home. I know me. I know my body. I've been around me and this body been together all our life. So no, if I'm not feeling it, I head to the house. I see J Har. So when y'all J Har say y'all get into the bag, let me eat with y'all. So me and J Har, we talking the comments a lot. So y'all probably ain't catching on, didn't catch some of them. But Jay, remember I told you in the comments, like everybody out eating, it's just me and you gonna talk. We gonna talk, Jay. I got you. James say that's why I got that Murphy bed. That's what it was called when I was telling y'all about the 6-7 minute thing. Look it up if you don't know what I'm talking about. Like Rich, say I told you I'm a night person. Rich say he don't like the deer at night. I don't either. And that's why you'll see. Unless somebody passing me up, if you catch your boy, and you got to be moving when you catch me, because if it ain't nobody on the road with me, I'm gonna be in the fast lane. Because I be looking at the deer. Rich says with proper maintenance, how many miles do you expect the van to last? So this is gonna be real crazy because I do this the same way how I look at money. I don't put a cap on nothing that God has for me. I used to do that. I used to ask God for things, and after talking to different mentors, my mom, my dad, preachers, cause I got friends that I grew up from day one, like diapers, like one of them, his dad's a preacher. But I got fam and all that. Like I grew up in the church, obviously, and so I learned that I was capping my blessings. Like, say for example, if you like, God, I just want to make 100K, and then when you start making 100K, me and my wife went through this. Actually, this was one of our things. We went through that. We're like, man, how come we cannot get over this 100K? Like we was low key mad because this happened back in 2012. I want to say 2012, maybe 13, 2012, 2013. We're like, why we can't get over 100K like this? This is sucking. And like after talking to different people, and that wasn't the only thing. We had other stuff we prayed about and we was working on, and we was like, how come we can't get past this point? And it comes to find out is because we capped our blessing. And so when you ask me how many miles the van's gonna get, I'm not capping it because that could mean a bunch of different things. That's why I'm real specific with how I talk, because words have meaning to me, and how I speak to God. Because when you say how many miles the van can get, say you say 250, are we talking about the engine? Because we can replace the engine. The van's still there. But if we say, I hope I can get 300,000 out this van, but you're not specific, and then you wonder why your engine, not just your engine go out, now you wreck the van. Now you have no van because you said 300,000. The van got 300,000 versus whatever God has for me, has for me. I've seen people out there just keep switching out their engines and transmissions, and I've talked to one. He had matter of fact, it was the guy that had the green Sprinter when I picked up at Fort Hood. That was out of, I think it was Minnesota. And he'd been driving the same van all over the United States. Says, I think he said 2017, 2018. You do the math on that. That had to be over 6, 7. We talking about 100,000 miles, just 100,000 a year. That had to be about 700,000 miles. Of course, he had told me about the transmission he changed, but I don't put a cap on things because I don't cap my blessing, if that makes sense. So I'm not worried about how many miles it comes out of it. I'm just gonna keep going and driving and doing what God tells me to do until He tells me to stop doing it. Same with YouTube. Y'all gonna see me all the time until when God tells me it's no longer time to do YouTube. I don't cap nothing, fam. It sounds crazy, but this is just me. I can't speak for everybody. When I took my hands off the rein and let go, you heard the saying, let go, let God. That's a literal thing. Like I let go. And again, pick your religion. I can't speak for you. I can only speak for myself. I let go, let God. And then people be like, oh, you moving like this. You doing like this. Your family's blessed like this. How are you doing it? I'm just doing what God tell me to do. So no, I don't know how many miles I'm going. Don't even question. Andrew said 300K. Okay. The quick say, Ford says roughly 300K. Andrew says 300K. We get 500 to 600 out of a van with proper maintenance. That's what they're talking about with the van. I'm playing catch up, fam. So yeah, it's different miles. I just don't cap mine. Don't get me wrong. I understand what the book says. I just don't question it. Besides, I didn't buy the van to baby the van. Remember, I learned from others. So one of my homeboys that I told you about, matter of fact, is the homeboy whose dad is the preacher. He was one of the homeboys I told you was in school and he played basketball overseas and all that. Well, this said homeboy had 2 vehicles. He had an Escalade and Texas people, big body Benz. This was back in 2004. Yeah, 2004, 2005. Big body Benz. Well, he drove the Escalade all over the place. Drove that thing because we Texas boys, we drive. We've been like that. I told you we've been like this all our life. He'd drive that thing to Florida. We'd go to the beach and all that stuff, just all the different bike weeks, parties. Drive the Escalade everywhere, but he babied the Benz. Let's just say every time something happened, the Benz was getting curb check rims broke, engine messing up. But we driving this Cadillac all over the place. No care in the world. We, of course, proper maintenance. We're driving it all over. They babied the Benz. I learned right then that vehicles, and it was early 20s, vehicles aren't meant to be babied. They're meant to be driven. So I'm going to drive it. I don't dog the van out of it. I'm going to do the proper maintenance and all that. But when God says it's over with for that van, it's over with. Me and Chip going to have a render while we at it. And I'm trying to hang on to my boy as long as possible. But no, I didn't buy it to sit and look at it. I bought it to drive it. So that video that I break down when we talk about the different deadhead miles and all that, we'll go into that at that time. But no, I didn't buy it to let it sit. I bought it to work. It's a work vehicle. I'm going to keep it clean. They're tens, but I keep them clean though. I'm going to keep them clean. I'm going to keep them maintenance stuff. I'm going to take care of my boy. Me and Chip going to go down. We going to get it in. Just call me Chip and Bill, Rescue Rangers. Let's see. They talking about Utah, driving down the mountain in Utah at night. That's why I don't deal with that. I told you I ain't got no reason to go with that. I did it once or twice, and I was like, I ain't got to come back up there. And Brother O'Neill tell him driving down the hills in Utah at night, talking about make your cheeks tight. Listen, man, y'all is crazy, man. But yeah, they just talk about maintenance. So I ain't gonna hold y'all up, man. Look at this. This is one of the probably the second longest live that we not had. We had an hour and 23, man. And fam, I want to first start off by saying appreciate all the blessings y'all drop. Y'all appreciate all the knowledge y'all dropping and helping all the fam in the comments. I appreciate all that too. It was great as always talking to you. I apologize again for the technical difficulties looking back and forth because you know I like to look at y'all eye to eye when we talk. But nah, man. Y'all know your bar already got the load. I went to try and drop it off early because they said I could, but people was there, but nobody was at the gate, so I couldn't get in. Because it would have been great. It wouldn't have made a difference. I still would have been up here because I'm not telling y'all. I almost told y'all again. That's the part with transparency. I be having to hold something so something can be a surprise. So I still would have been up here because I got to get the load for Monday that go back on Tuesday, but I gave y'all enough information. But I would have still been up here anyway. Just I wouldn't have had to worry about this load. I could have already been at the pickup for the next load, which they not far away anyway. Talking about deadhead, it ain't that far, fam. I'll tell y'all about it tomorrow. But now, fam, I want y'all to get some rest. Cause what I love to see is I'm not the only one out here getting the bag as always. Cause y'all is out there eating $2.62 a mile, $1.80 a mile. Y'all is $10 with the $2 a mile. I'm not mad at with your schedule for Tuesday night already ready. We eating, fam, and I'm not even mad. I love it. Jay Harv having his best week in the game. This is what we do, fam, and I love it because y'all are out here eating and we eating together, regardless of what these dispatchers, carrier companies, and brokers try to do. We eating, and we gonna stay eating. But right now, just like they said about driving 1,000 miles, we might be eating, but you gotta also get some rest. And I know I got my drop Friday pickup. We drop off tomorrow. So I'm going to get me some rest. I want y'all to get some rest because y'all already grinding. Y'all got y'all Friday pickup, drop off Monday. Some of y'all got y'all leave in the middle of the night to get and drop off Monday. It's Finn Dog. He got to head up to Odessa. It's y'all going all over the place. So I'm not going to hold y'all up. I want y'all to get some rest because I'm going to get some rest because that's the only way you can stay blessed. I'm in here rhyming like rap. Maybe it's that eighth kind of me, baby. Don't hit me. Get me to start dropping flows off in here. All I need is a beat. Don't make me go acapella. Let me quit, fam. It's time for to roll up out of here, man. I'm finna go ahead and give me some rest. Little shut up. See that bed back there? It's looking real, real cute. And it want me in it. So I'm about to get up out of here, man. I'm still working on this video. So I will say to the next video because I'm on it right now. So we in the middle of it. So I'm going to say until the next 2 videos because you're going to get one tomorrow. And then you're going to get one on Tuesday because we already got that low. So get y'all some rest, relaxation. It was great talking to y'all again, fam. I appreciate all the love y'all showed tonight, helping each other especially. I'm happy that all y'all out there eating, but it's time for us to get some rest and some shut eye. So until the next video, y'all stay blessed.